Nashville, Tennessee. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Chicago Bears.
Eddie Pinheiro, the kickoff for Chicago.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. All day, dog.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Yards on the pickup.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
Brings up third.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism. They created some nice space for him.
Hey. Check 59. Check Mike.
Now it's Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
That's good.
8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
A first look now for Darrington Evans.
They find some open field here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 33 and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Deep. SOS. Check. Crunch. Slam. Shoot. Watch out.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
He was brought down.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real simple.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the one.
The goal line.
Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee.
Makes the score Titans 7, Bears nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 27. This is the receiver turned running back, Cordero Patterson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 35. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Trubisky will throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
55 mark, guys, 55. Oh, you got deep? 18.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Check 43.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The ball carrier taken down at the 19.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
The first quarter with the score Titans 7, Bears 0.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Now a handoff to Henry. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Here we go. At 20. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Hey, check 20.
Go.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
They'll run on 1st down with Evans. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
The ball carrier.
Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
Brought him down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
I got it. Check. Fresno.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the 1st as well.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry.
Under 10.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
At the 37.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a 1st down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He was brought down by...
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Tannehill. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. First down and much more for Henry. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Darrington Evans, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Titans 14, Bears nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Going up top for Miller. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Myers. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. That pick is 9th on the season.
Remember we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't good. You're picking dandelions.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks,
9 picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Makes it 3rd and 3.
Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step.
The Titans on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Titans on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. Again to Henry. Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Here you go, Tiger.
They'll run. It's Henry. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here.
The head coach relied on his eagle eye in the sky to make the right call and was told to challenge it, and it looks like it's paid off.
And from a coach's standpoint, when you throw that flag, it's probably a pretty tense moment. Here it pays off.
Yeah, you have that little bit of indecision. You throw it where you feel like you're right, and then you think, uh-oh, did I get it right? In this case, they can celebrate.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Get him, boys.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Check, 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 check.
Now on 2nd and 13, Tannehill, and he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. Tannehill now to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Gostkowski on for the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. Want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, the first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think this...
It got his man, complete. Allen Robinson, kiss him goodbye. Touchdown, Chicago.
To number 12,
Allen Robinson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Hey, check. We up. Check back 11. In your face.
After the run, Tannehill going to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Check 13.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because in a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And the lead is up to 18 now.
makes the score Titans 24, Bears 6.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Fielded in the end zone. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play. And facing a second and long. The connection made. It's Graham.
Trubisky's
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
The kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him.
And oh, he coughed it up. It's picked up by the Titans. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Let's get off the field. Check the backer, check the backer.
A first down carry for Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
Tackled at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
A good position to be in here, second and inches.
Play. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Watch the out.
Tannehill. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up third.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now third down.
Mike's here we go. Winning! I don't think you got it, son. Where you at? 59. Here we go. Switch. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Hey, check Mike 11. I'm trying to collect. Hey, check Mike 11. Squeeze, double.
Alert 3. Yo, chip left. Watch the edge.
Check.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He'll get this complete to Batson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
And being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
On downs.
All day, baby, all day.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they looked like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And his throw's going to be incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there, but it's going to be second down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Second 10 coming up here in Nashville. Third quarter action. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a third and long. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Now Trubisky to throw. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. Now Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1 yard line. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown.
Chicago.
Tariq Cohen, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2.
Let's put them on the buses.
They're going to try and run. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
Kill. Check.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Henry again, the ball carrier.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
All right, T, let's try. All right, T. Mike's 5'9". Mike's 5'9".
Here we go.
36. Hey, alert 3. Yo, took left. Mike, check, 59.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Derrick Henry. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Derrick Henry, the ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
12-yard line.
Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Makes the score Titans 31. Bears 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They go play action. Trubisky gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Chicago.
Trubisky's pass.
Allen Robinson,
Allen
85
Robinson.
yards.
Touchdown,
And the Bears
Chicago.
cut into that lead.
Eddie Pinheiro lining up 40.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. A fairly short kick from the 14. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Your recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll run it again with Henry. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Titans on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time it's 3rd and 3. Running left, it's Henry. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Let's go, defense. All right, here we go. Mike's 50.
Block, block.
Watch the screen.
Block, block.
Check.
They'll run forward Henry. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Get up. 180.
Watch the slap.
Alert. Go.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 16 yards is the pickup there on a 1st down for Chicago.
And the Bears' 1st down.
Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
It's me and you. Back.
To try again after the sack. Trubisky. Now they go screen. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
3rd down.
Here's Trubisky. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Harold Landry able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
We own them. Showing up. Play. Check 25.
Again, it's Henry. 1st down and much more for Henry. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 72 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Cordero Patterson on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
18 on the play.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now it's Trubisky. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Eluding the pressure right. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than when I get expected.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Let's go, baby.
They go play action with Trubisky. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Trubisky to throw. He's going to let it fly. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room. Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Final score,
a lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Titans, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll have another home date next week as the Indianapolis Colts come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
I heard the flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me, got a brand new visor, yeah. Your friend's smart, but my bud's wiser, yeah. Get the job done like the equalizer. And I'ma grab another drink, cause tonight I'ma die like Michael Phelps. Hey, diving in this pool, I don't know what would help. Hey, I'm just telling you the truth. I heard the flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Get it triumphant, look, let's bump it. Don't mind me seizing the moment. Energy up, my body burning. And my stomach keep up tight. Stop moving, I can't control it. On my last breath and I can't hold it. You gotta give it all I got. This for the ones that think